6 effective steps to make mop water with bleach. You should try Step 1, gather the required tools. To make mop water with bleach, you need to gather or collect some essential tools which will make the process of making mop water smooth and easy. First of all, you need a large or medium-sized bucket, in which you will make the mop water by mixing with bleach. Then you should bring the selected bleach that you want to mix with the water in the bucket. You need a measuring cup to measure the amount of bleach before you pour it into the water. After that, all you need is to collect a spatula or stirring tools with which you will stir the mixture of bleach and water to make a perfect mop water solution. Step 2. Clean the tools. Keep in mind that the used mopping tools contain germs and harmful bacteria in or with them. So every time you need to make mop water, for this, make sure that you have cleaned the mopping tools properly. That includes your bucket, measuring cup, and spatula or stirring tools. Before you clean your mopping tools, throw the used mop water in a dustbin, or it would be better if you throw it in the drain directly. Use pure and cold water to clean the tools. If it is possible, try to rinse the tools and make them dry. This is how you prepare your mopping tools. Step 3. Fill the bucket with water. In this stage, you need to fill the bucket that you cleaned earlier with fresh water. But before you fill the bucket with water, make sure that the bucket is properly measured. If the bucket is not properly measured, you will not be able to assure the ratio of bleach in it. Fill the bucket with measured water. It will depend on the size of your floor. The larger the floor is, the more the water will be needed. So, fill the bucket with cold and fresh water according to the size of your floor. You can use a measuring scale to measure the water so that the mop water is made accurately. Step 4. Measure the bleach. Bleach or bleaching powder is good when it is used properly with proper measurements. It is undoubtedly one of the most powerful cleaning products available on the market. But it can also harm your floor if it is not measured properly before its use. Pour 1 regular cup of bleach or bleaching powder into 4 to 5 gallons of water. It will depend on what kind of floor you are mopping and what amount of stain will be mopped by the mop water. Try to keep a balance of bleach and water in the mop water. Don't make the solution too harsh. Keep it as smooth as you can. Step 5. Mix the bleach with water. The next thing you should do after measuring the amount of water in bleach or bleaching powder is to pour the bleach into the water slowly and mix it with a spatula or stirring tool. You have to be careful about mixing the bleach so that no part of the bleach remains unmixed there. Another thing you can do is you can keep the bleach in the bucket first and then pour a fixed and measured amount of water into the bleach. This will take some more time but will reduce the harshness of the bleach to a maximum. So the options depend on your comfort zone. Step 6. Try the mop water in a limited place. After you have prepared the mop water by mixing the bleach and fresh water according to the type of floor, the next thing you should do is to test the mop water. Testing the mop water is important because some sensitive floors react negatively to bleach. Hence, find a corner on the floor where naturally nobody notices. Then apply the mop water there. Wait a while and observe if any discoloration or damage to the floor is happening or not. If the floor is okay, write down the measurement of the mop water so that you can apply it whenever you need to make mop water with bleach. Follow these procedures step by step, and focus on the measurement. Doing all the proceedings with care and patience, you will be able to make mop water with bleach very easily and without any hassle. Mistakes you should avoid to make mop water with bleach. Making mop water with bleach is important to mop the floor regularly. You should never compromise the hygiene and the shine of your floor. So make mop water with bleach and keep the environment healthy. But be conscious not to make the following mistakes. Avoid mixing too much bleach. Never use more than a measured amount of bleach to make mop water. Sometimes people think that the more bleach you add, the more shiny floor you will have. It's a very wrong concept. It can cause harm to your beloved floor by completely discoloring it. So use bleach according to the proportion of water you keep in the bucket. Don't stir with steel or iron. Do not mix the bleach with a stirring tool made of steel or iron. Rather use a plastic-made spatula or wear a pair of thick hand gloves and do it with your own hands. Bleach can react when you use tools that are made of iron or steel. That will not let you make mop water properly, besides it will damage the tool by rusting it. so try to avoid them. Try to avoid chlorine-based bleach. Try to avoid using chlorine-based bleach. Chlorine is not good for health. After reacting with water or any chemicals, it produces chlorine gas. So if it is possible, buy an oxygen-based bleach. Although it is quite difficult to find oxygen-based bleaches which are mostly used in laboratories, sometimes you can find them in super shops. Try not to make mop water at home. If you are using chlorine-based bleach to make mop water, try not to make the mop water in your house or a compact place. Even if you are making it in a compact place, never forget to keep all the windows open. The chemical reaction produces harmful gas. Inhaling a huge amount of chlorine gas will damage your lungs. You don't want it to harm your health. Avoid making these mistakes when you make mop water with bleach, and your process of making mop water with bleach will be safe and easy. 4 tips will make it easy to make mop water with bleach. You need to follow the aforesaid procedures that I have described step by step above to make mop water with bleach. Naturally, making mop water with bleach is a very simple and easy task, and you will never feel uncomfortable doing it. But the tips I am sharing here will be helpful to you to do the thing in a much easier and more comfortable way. Tip 1. Wear hand gloves. The first and foremost caution for you is to wear a pair of hand gloves on both of your hands. Look, bleach is a chemical product, and when you mix it with water it starts a chemical reaction. Moreover, bleach is an alkali product and it has a nature of blighting. And if your skin is a sensitive type, it may cause a rash or allergic problems in your wrists if they are in direct contact with bleach or bleaching mixture. So, keep your hands safe by wearing a pair of hand gloves. And it will also make your work comfortable for you. Tip 2. Use normal water. It is important to use room temperature water. Bleach is a very active kind of reactor. By getting in touch with water, it reacts very fast. If the water is too cold, the chemical reaction between bleach and water will be slowed down or the reaction will be inactive. On the other hand, if the water is too hot, the chemical reaction will be faster and it could even damage the bucket and your floor to be mopped. So the best solution is you will have to use normal water to make mop water with bleach. Tip 3. Use a bucket with measurement. Nowadays, you will be able to find a variety of buckets in the market which contain measuring lines in them. Try to find one of them and choose according to the size of the floor. To make mop water with bleach, you need to measure the amount of water. Although you can measure the amount of water with a scale, dipping in it, a bucket with a measuring line will help you in the process. So it would make your mixing easier if you keep your water in a bucket with a measuring line. Tip 4. Wear face mask while mixing. Bleach is a chemical reactor. It contains sodium hypochlorite, which is a heavy alkaline with a pH of more than 11. That means whenever it reacts with water, it can produce a little amount of chlorine gas. Huge amounts of chlorine gas are injurious to health. Try to wear a normal face mask to avoid the gas. If you are making it in your house, keep all the windows open so that the gas can leak out of your house. It would be better for you to wear eye protection while mixing the solution. It is just a simple caution, you don't need to be worried about it.